What bothers me the most is that AIG has come to the Congress and said, look, we are drowning. We're on our last breath. And Congress bails them out at one point to the tune of $86 billion, and now they come back and get more money yesterday and have their deal restructured to the tune of almost over $150 billion in total. And at the same time, they do what they've been doing all along, and that's going to these lavish resorts and partying.
Well, let me ask you this, because the CEO is now coming out and saying that they only spent $23,000 on this recent conference. Is that amount successful or acceptable to you?
Let me tell you something. I've got people in my district, as a matter of fact, people who live on my block in Baltimore who don't earn $23,000 a year. And what I'm saying is that Mr. Liddy assured me in a letter dated October the 30th that not one penny of taxpayer money would be spent on these kinds of events. They don't get it. They just don't get it. That the people at DHL, that Starbucks, and all of these other corporations, people are losing their jobs. By the end of this year, 1.1 million Americans will have run out of unemployment benefits.
Well, let me be devil's advocate again, Congressman, because I have family members in various parts of, banking business, insurance business, and they go to these conferences. They have lots of meetings and seminars, but, they also have very nice dinners. They have bands that come in. They have speakers that come in.
And they go to the spa.
Yes, they do. They have spa treatment. They do.
Yeah.
So, is that necessarily a bad thing if they're making money and doing a good job at what they do to have these types of celebrations? Or are you saying, well, then don't ask the government for bailout money? You do whatever you want to do, but don't ask the government for bailout money.
That's exactly what I'm saying. This is like the Titanic going down, and these folks asking us to rescue them. The Titanic's going down, but they're still playing their music, and they're still partying, and they're still dancing. What I'm saying to you is that people all over America are losing their homes. They don't have jobs. These folks are getting mega bonuses at Christmas time. I've got people who won't even get a dime at Christmas, won't even have a Christmas.
All right, let me just throw one thing out here, because our affiliate KNXV, rather, out of Phoenix, had reported that it cost like $343,000 to do this conference, and that AIG was going through great efforts to hide the AIG signs and logos at this resort in Phoenix. However, communications director, and now we're just hearing that they spent $23,000. So I think there's a lot of questions about how much did they spend, because it's kind of, he said, she said right now. But here's what the communications director had said earlier about keeping this conference low key. I want to get you to respond.
We have been trying to lower our profile because everything has been subject to so much criticism, but it wasn't an effort to disguise it. It was an effort to minimize costs and to keep the profile down, because we don't even want to do anything that would even be perceived as expensive, even though most of the costs for this event were paid for by sponsors or by the attendees.
Congressman, final thoughts.
Again, if you don't have anything to hide, you don't have anything to hide. The fact is that taxpayers are upset. My constituents are upset, and AIG has got to do better. They have lost trust and continuously lose trust every single moment by doing things like this.